What is good, brothers? It is Civil here, and first and foremost, I want to say thank you guys so much for checking out my. Okay, let me try again. What is going on, brothers? It is Civil here, and first and foremost, I want to say thank you guys so much for subbing to the channel. Regardless if you're an actual sub or a gifted sub, it doesn't really matter. You guys are all part of the brotherhood. You guys are all part of the family, and I enjoy so much every single stream just talking to everybody in the chat every single night. So, what we're going to be doing for the sub ebook, and we're going to be updating this basically every single month for the next little while, is right now we are in the Browns offensive playbook, right? This is a Cleveland Browns playbook. And initially, you might not know why we are in the Browns playbook, but I'll break it down to you guys real quick. So what we have out of the Browns playbook is we have the gun bunch, which obviously really popular formation. Very meta, very, everyone knows a lot about this formation. We have deep corner, we have corner strike, bunch trail, we have divide, which is kind of cool, and where's Z spot as well. So we have those, but what we also have is something from 11 personnel, so the same personnel grouping as bunch, that we're going to be able to use to actually counteract what a lot of people are going to do on defense. So what a lot of people like to do on defense is send 7 at bunch, right? Everyone knows this. So what are we going to be able to do to actually combat that? Well, what we're going to be able to do is touch passes. We have our jet touch passes. Now everyone here knows how much I love touch passes, and there's a reason for it. I'm not just bullshitting here. The reason I love touch passes so much is because they counteract the send 7 having everyone on the line of scrimmage. Now, we have a jet touch pass, but then we also have a fake jet pass power, which if you have a fast quarterback is actually super good, and I'm a huge fan of it. So that's what we're really going to be going in between here is going to be the gun bunch, and then we're going to be able to audible over all the way to this gun stack Y off touch pass, where if they are sending 7, whether it be 3-4 bear, whether it be 1-4-6, 3-4 odd, nickel normal, whatever it might be, we're going to be able to break off a lot of big plays, and we're going to be able to go in between these formations almost seamlessly. So that is why I'm really excited to be showing you guys here today. We're going to break it down a lot of the plays out of bunch, and then we'll break it down, like I said, these touch passes. So I am super excited. Make sure, guys, if you have questions, once again, about this, make sure you please DM me. Do whatever you need to do to be able to reach out to me. My whispers aren't the best way, just because I don't really get notifications for those. Sometimes go unnoticed. But my Twitter DMs are always open, guys. So just one way or another, if you have questions, please reach out to me. And now we're gonna start getting into what the actual ebook or what the actual passing plays are gonna be out of gun bunch. When we're talking about bunch, obviously everyone knows bunch is a very meta formation. So I'm gonna go over 2 of the main meta plays. I'm not gonna go too much into detail about them. Just because everyone kind of knows how to run them. They're not super complex, so I kind of want to just throw them into the same video, just to be able to make, for time reasons. I don't think you guys need a whole lot of time on them either. And it's going to be really Z-spot and deep corner, and I'm going to add Z-spot into my audibles right now. But basically, we're going to be going up against a random play, basically, and we want to make sure we run these setups with the bunch to the wide side. So you can come out with your bunch to the left, and if you want to, just flip. Very simple, just flip. And it's gonna make defense have to they're gonna have to flip with you basically, which is gonna be kind of annoying. So the main setup for deep corner is just a straight max protect, and you can leave the stock just like this. And what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want a quarterback who can roll out. So escape artist is pretty essential to this. This is a big thing for escape artists, and we're gonna want to try to double team this defensive end or get him chop blocked one way or another, because we're gonna want to roll out with this. All right, so watch what happens. We get him double teamed, and now we're able to throw this corner out, which right there was man coverage, and that corner rout's going to do a good job beating man coverage, especially if he's a good route runner. Tyler Lockett is not, but he's going to be able to beat a lot of man coverages. Along with he's going to become almost unguardable for zones as well. I'll show that here in a little bit. So once again, we're just max protecting this. All right, so boom, max protect, double team that end, get outside, and so that was match coverage. So what we have coming backside is we have that in route, and we also have that post going over top. Both were open right here. So I want to show you guys something real fast I did to make sure I threw an accurate pass right here, because a lot of people won't do this. So when we're running out, notice how I go up the field. So I'm no longer going laterally, I'm now going vertically, and that's to get a better throwing animation to be able to throw this ball to my in route. Now I could have also thrown the deep post. Deep post would have been a touchdown. I just chose to throw the in route. But make sure, so when you're throwing this ball right here back, to the other side of the field almost, make sure you're going up. You don't want to keep going horizontal and try to make this throw. Go up the field as much as you can, because that will help. That will be a very big help. But also, you see right there, this is also a match beater. This play is going to beat match very well. So once again, so we got outside the pocket, And we have this, the in route right there was a little bit covered more than I would have expected. We can do it again right here. So you want to make sure you're able to get outside the pocket. So right here, watch, wait, boom, we're able to throw that corner route. So that's why the corner route basically becomes unguardable, because the zones are going to start coming down almost. So I'm going to show this again right here. So once again, we're getting outside the pocket. Man coverage has us bagged, but we have the in route, boom, easy, easy, easy. And once again, guys, it seems like this play is very, very simple, which it is, but you could run this play almost an entire game. Skimbo won Patriots Club running this play all game long. Here we go, boom. It's so simple. Like, it is so simple. If you guys don't want to max protect for some reason, I mean, you can get creative with your setups with this. You know, if you want to, you know, put him on a drag for some reason or something like that, you can. I just don't. I don't think it's necessary. All right. I really don't think it's necessary. Another thing you can do is you can, you know, do something like this, motion him out, snap him out here if you want to. Once again, I just don't think it's necessary, but it's personal preference. So right here you see corner out, wide open, guys, and you're gonna be able to abuse this. You want to make sure you have an escape artist quarterback though, and you want that point receiver to be a very fast and good route running receiver to make sure he's gonna be able to get open against every single type of coverage you're gonna face. All right, so I'm gonna showcase this one more time real fast. So very simple. Once again, we get that double team right there. Corner route's open. We have the in route too. We're gonna throw the in route this time. Super simple. Dashing Deadeye would be a very good thing for this, but you don't have to have it. You know, like these aren't like crazy hard throws. All right, so the next play we're gonna be going over is Z-Spot. Now, once again, remember I lumped these into the same video for a reason, or the same segment for a reason, because they're both very meta and they don't take that much explanation. So all we're gonna do is for Z-Spot, we're going to max protect. We're gonna streak B. We're gonna put X on a baby in route like this. Now you can motion him out. You don't have to. It's whatever. But basically, it's gonna be the same thing. We're gonna be trying to roll out with this. So right there was a blitz. We're gonna try to roll out with this. And right there, we have a deeper corner right there, so it's gonna do a little bit of a different job for the user's not gonna be able to do the same thing. Along with the baby in route, it's gonna be a little bit more different for the defense to defend. These aren't super different plays. You know, these aren't crazy different. Something I like to do with this play though is put A on a curl to help hold the user, and right here you see how I'm actually going to stay in the pocket. I'm gonna throw that A route. So this play you can stay in the pocket a little bit more with, but once again, like, these plays aren't super different. These are probably the two most meta plays you're gonna find out of Gun Bunch. So that's why I'm not taking a whole lot of time going over. I'm gonna show it one more time here. Put them on a curl. You don't have to. It's up to you. But we're going to see how. Boom, we have him open. Get a little bit better pass. Make sure you pass lead that outside and down. I had a bad pass lead right there. But guys, that's very simple. Like, I don't really think I need to go much more into detail about those two plays right there. I lumped them together for a reason. All right, so we're going to get on to the next part of it, which is going to be a cover 3 beater out of deep corner, which I don't know if everyone knows about. I'm really excited to show it though. Like I said, this is a cover 3 bomb. Notice how the defense I'm in is a cover 3. This will not bomb cover 2. This won't bomb cover 4. This will bomb cover 3. All we're going to do, we're in the play deep corner. You want to make sure this guy's fast. You need a speed demon right here. We're going to max protect. We're going to put X on a curl, and then you're going to put RB on a streak. And we're going to watch what happens. Now, ideally, you can roll out this way. Boom. Boom. Do you see how simple that is? Like, do I need to go into a whole lot of detail about what's happening here? Right there, I took away my deep middle third on accident. But the same thing's gonna happen. So boom, here, this is the setup. Oh, this is the setup once again, fellas. And all we're gonna do is we're gonna try to roll out to the left. See, boom. This is simple. Like, I don't think I needed to go into a whole lot more detail. Make sure you are running this with the bunch to the wide side. If you run with the bunch to the short side, it just will not work. All right. Once again, this is the setup, fellas. Boom, right here. Get someone fast on that post route. Get outside the pocket. Here we are. And there you go. Now, if they have crazy good safeties or crazy good corners, this throw becomes a little bit harder. So you want someone even faster. Like, the faster this guy is and the better route running he has, the more open it becomes. But for the most part, you should be fine. For the most part, for everything that I've seen. So once again, like right here, boom, right over his head. Like, you can't really get much better than that, guys. Any questions, please, once again, like, DM me. I'm not going to go any more into this play right here. I just think I'm not going to beat a dead horse. I think you guys can see how this is open. You guys see the setup for it, guys. So that's gonna finish it for this one. So we are looking at the play divide. Now, This is a play that I think is super, super underrated, and I'm a huge fan of it. I'm a huge fan of this setup with it. So what we're going to do is we're going to block our running back. We're going to put our ISO, this guy, on a smoke screen. So boom. And they're going to put B on a flat route. Now, once again, we want our bunch to the wide side. Don't run this with a bunch to the short side. And all we're going to do is we're going to motion B out, and we're going to snap the ball. And so immediately, we're going to make that read. Boom. So I'm going to tell you guys my progressions really, really fast right here, so you guys get an understanding of what I'm kind of doing, what my eyes are doing on this play. And basically what's happening here is I'm first making an initial read. I see there's a flat zone coming out here. I could throw this, and if I throw this, we're going to be able to get about 5 to 6 yards pretty well with this. So this is going to be everything besides a Tampa 2 for the most part. My next read, I'm going to take my eyes inside to watch this inside wheel route from the tight end and see how he's going to get into a little space right here. So I'm going to lowball this. This is a low ball. My final read is going to be watching this crosser over the middle of the field. But I just did not have to get to it. That's going to be a little bit later of a developing read. We also have this smoke screen backside. If they just don't have a flat zone, we could throw that. But that's kind of how my eyes are going to work on this play. This is kind of a tough play to run, but it's very, very good once you learn how to run it. So we're going to see once again. So boom. And we're able to get 7, 8 yards right there. Now you want to swerve it, so you want to go down and go up to be able to catch that. There's no pass lead to this. Or there's no pass lead to this ball. So right here, once again, we're able to swerve it, and right there we get 14 yards off a flat route. So very, very simple, guys. Like I think that's very, very clear. I'm not going to keep throwing that, even though it might be open for the next couple plays. I'm going to try showcasing some of the other stuff we have. So that is open. And right here, we are going to wait on the... So right there, the crosser gets kind of bumped sometimes, which is a little annoying. There's not a whole lot we can really do about that. The crosser does take a slice, so you want to make sure you have someone with good route running right here. We're going to try showing it again, because the crosser will get kind of weirdly bumped sometimes. So right here, that's just match. And this play is not good against match. So that is a very big thing. I'm glad that happened, because this is very, very bad against match coverage. So don't run this versus match. Alright, so here we are. We're going down. We have the wheel route. We're going to wait for the crosser. And once again, we just do not have time to throw the crosser right now, which is very, very frustrating. I'm going to try to show this again here. I'm really just looking at the crosser here, because the crosser is going to get open against most stuff. So right here, there we go. We get the crosser. You don't want to lowball that, click on it, come back to it. And that's going to be a fairly good throw that you're going to be able to make pretty consistently if you are able to find the time for it, which sometimes will be difficult. So like against the cover 3 right here, like we have A immediately, and then we're going to have our crosser as well. Come back to it a little bit. There you go. And I'm also going to go into now a little max protect setup where you're going to be able to roll out with the crosser basically. And that's kind of cool. I am a big fan of that. So basically, with this setup, we're just going to allow max protect. You can drag him. And what the idea is here is to be able to roll out with the crosser. So get outside with the crosser. And we're going to throw the crosser right there, which is just a cool thing we can do. So that's definitely something, if you're interested in that, this is a cool Max Pro setup. So once again, this is what this play is going to look like. So it's very similar to post cross. Boom. There we go. And we're going to be able to throw the crosser right there. He sucks, so he was unable to beat man coverage, but I think it's very easy to see. I'll run it one more time just so you guys get, just so you guys can really see it. Here we are, motion him out. Boom. And the crosser's open. Boom. There we go, guys. So that's going to end it for Divide for us. Like I said, this is a very cool play. I think it's very underused. I think it could be a very, very good play. Once people start using it more, I think it could be more of a meta play, because it's very similar to a lot of different plays. You know, the inside wheel route's really, really good. I didn't really showcase that a whole lot. Plus, that flat route from the outside is really good. The crosser is good as well. So I think you got, this is a play that is very, very good, just very, very undervalued right now in the state of how this Madden, or how people are playing Madden. So the next play that I'm going to be going over is going to be Corner Strike. Now, this is a play that people just really think is awful in this Madden, and it was for a long time before this kind of became more popular. I don't think a lot of people aren't. Okay. So the final base bunch play we're going to be running is going to be Corner Strike, and this is a play that a lot of people think is dead right now, and I'm going to show you how these C routes are actually really, really good if you just know how to use them. So here we are. We're going to go up against a random zone defense. This won't do very good against man. So just know that right away. It's not going to do very good against man. And we're going to want to run this with the bunch to the short side. So this is the only play call that our bunch is going to be to the short side with. All right. And all we're going to do with this is we're going to do max protect. We're going to streak B. And the whole idea is to roll out to the left side. So we can also put RB on a drag. Don't matter. And we're going to want to snap it like this. And once again, we're able to roll out. And watch what that corner route's or that C route's going to do. The C route's actually unguardable unless you man it up, which is kind of crazy. All right, so I messed it up. So we'll just run it like this. Once again, like we have our C route wide open once again. Like where if you click on, you're gonna come back to it. Now right there, that's why you want to make sure that this guy actually sets so that the deep zone won't actually play it. So right here, like you're gonna see that if we go cover 3, the deep zone won't play it. Oh, I did not pick cover 3. There we go. And just roll out. And there we go. And the deep zone, like he's coming down, but he's just not making the play on it. And also, if you just click on and come back to it, like he won't be able to make the play on it, regardless of how close it might look. And this is just a setup where, like this is valuable. Like this is a really really cool setup that no one else is running really. Once again, so we're gonna have our C route right here. Boom. Easy, like very 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 easy, guys. I think this is gonna start becoming popular. And maybe not out of this formation, but out of other formation, I think C routes are gonna start becoming popular again. And we're gonna have to deal with them with this setup right here, where it's basically just we're using it as a corner route. So right there, it actually beat match coverage, which is really cool. It'll beat match sometimes. You want to make sure you have a good player running that C route. But like I said, like this is going to be these deep C routes where people are rolling out to them is going to become popular. They became kind of more frequent in DC. So right here, roll out, boom. Very, very simple. Once again, make sure your bunch is on the short side for this. This is the only setup where we want our bunch to the short side. All right. Very, very last time we run it. Now, also, you don't have to max protect this if you don't want to. I do, but I guess you don't have to. You can do something like this if you want to. Really, really up to you. Boom. So right there, he beats match again, and we're able to get it. So that's going to be our first corner strike setup that I'm a huge, huge fan of. The second one I like as well, and we're going to get into that right now. So we've already managed to take advantage of this C route with a motion over, so we want to make it look the same when we run this next play. And what we're going to be able to do for that is we're going to streak RB, we're going to max protect, and we're going to put X on a drag. And we're going to motion over this corner to become a post. So watch what's going to happen right here, where we're going to get a pretty cool separation between this post and this corner, and we're going to be able to make people miss as soon as we throw that drag. So you want to have a spinner at that at your wide receiver, so when you throw that drag, you're able to make them miss. Now watch how I'm snapping this post route. Watch his feet. So he's about to set right, and we snap him right there. So right when he's about to set, we're gonna snap him. So he's able to get the way the release mechanics are in this game. Basically, he's gonna get a really good release if you're able to do that with him. So watch again how I am snapping him. So I'm waiting for him to almost get set. So he's almost set. Boom. So see, I messed it up right there. Because you can tell I messed it up because the spacing initially was really, really bad. So I almost have to wait like an extra second to do that. So let me see if I can get it right here. So let them... So there we go. Yeah, so you kind of want to just wait a second. And you're going to see how you're going to get really good spacing every time if you're able to get that timing down. It is a little bit of a different kind of hard timing, but it's very, very good if you can start getting it. So once again, they're almost set. So yeah. So you see how the separation is just like, it's very noticeable. That post route was open and we got immediately shedded. But the post route is open. And this is just going to be a really good counter to the other setup that we have. And this is also one of the plays that we're able to stick in the pocket for if we want to. Which is really good because some people are going to do a very good job of containing our escape artist. Right here, once again, like they didn't do a good job. So we're able to throw the post. Get a little bit of better of a pass lead on that and you will be fine. So like I said, like this is one of my favorite route combos from the game, especially considering that we're going to make it look just like the corner strike setup, which is really, really good. Boom. We have the post route right there. Fall down. No need to take a hit. Super simple. That's going to beat most coverages as well. That's what the cool thing about this, like what I've been showing you guys, is that a lot of these plays are going to beat basically every coverage. You just have to make the read. All right. So very last time I'm going to show you guys. So boom. So match cover. So we had the drag and match coverage kind of bagged that post route right there. I'll show it one more time just to be able to show you guys me throwing the post again. So see how I'm waiting for him to basically set. Watch right there. Boom, set almost. And there we go. So that is going to be corner strike, and that's going to finish up for the base plays that we're going to be running out a bunch. Now I'm going to show you a play that I really like inside the 20-yard line, so I'm going to go into that right now. So everybody knows this year that you cannot quick throw the wheel in verticals. That's actually a myth. We're going to be able to quick throw that wheel in verticals as long as we're inside the 20-yard line, actually, which is actually really, really interesting. So we're going to pick a random play, and basically we can run this however we want to, but basically we're going to motion out this verticals, and we're just going to see if he's open initially. So right there, that was actually a safety and a hard flat, and so that's why that actually got played, which is actually a really, really good adjustment against this. But basically, right here we have a Tampa 2, so we're going to wait on it, and we're going to be able to throw it out here. Now, like I said, I really like this play inside the 20. I really, really am a fan of this play inside the 20 because it's going to be able to get open in the back of the end zone as well as getting open early in the play. So what I like to do to actually set this up is I like to put a zig route from him and an in route from the ISO. And we're just going to motion him out. And right here, where do we get that? That was a cover 3? I'm not totally sure what happened right there. So this would be a good example of what actually should happen most of the time with it. Boom. So you see how we're able to throw that initially, and we're going to be able to get a very good animation on it where we're able to take it upfield for a good amount of yards. That is what is going to happen when we run this play inside the 20-yard line. So once again, remember, bunch is going to be to the wide side. Boom. We have it. Boom. Simple. Make someone miss, and you're able to fight, maybe to be able to get into end zone. You see we just got 19 yards right there. So that's why this is kind of a real, real cool play. A lot of people don't know this, and it is just really, really useful. So what is this right here? So that was cover 3 cloud. We're still able to get that. It's just not as open. Cover 3 cloud is going to do a really good job against that. But we're still able to complete that ball. Right here, this is cover 3. Or I'm wrong, actually. This is... Oh, that was man coverage. So right there, the wheel is going to beat man coverage every time. The wheel is going to be basically our only read on this play because it should be open at some point as long as it's not usered. But we also have the zig and the seam wheel. So once again, man coverage. Boom. Easy. You know, I can show you guys this over and over again. I don't think I need to beat a dead horse, though. So either cover 3 or man coverage. Let's see. Cover 3. Boom. Make someone miss. Get 12 yards. Super simple. All right. Very, very, very simple. Just like before, we have our seam wheel. I'm not going to really show that. The backside in is a cool, like, check down in case you need it. Right there. Boom. Even so... Something that you guys should know is that it said inaccurate quick throw right there, but we're still able to get an accurate throw. That'll happen sometimes. Why that happens, I don't know. But I mean, you saw it was still an accurate throw regardless of what it says. So like once again, we got it right there. I think it's when you pass lead actually. Now that I noticed that, I think it's when you pass lead. So I think I'll get it again right here. But I think, let's see. Oh, so we're in. So it's man coverage. So man coverage, you know, we do have that. We have the zig right there if you catch it. Alright, so very last time we're going to run this play for y'all. So, cover 2. Boom. Right outside the back of the end zone. Super, super good. That's one of my favorite plays inside the 20. You could run this really all the way up until like the, really I'd say about like the 5 or the 6. But make sure you guys practice that read before you first get into it, or else you might throw some picks to safety hard flats, or if you just misread a cloud. Definitely practice this, but practice everything I'm showing you guys, alright? So that's going to break it down for this verticals play inside the 20. Okay, so as you guys all definitely know by now from watching my streams, I'm very, very into the touch passes. And obviously that's a huge part of what we're going to be doing in this scheme. And really the way we're going to be using touch passes is basically the fact that we're going to be able to go from bunch to a really, really good touch pass, one of the best touch passes in the game and one that I've used a lot in tournament play. And basically the reason you want to do this is when people start coming out in 1-4-6, and 3-4 odd, and 3-4 bear, and they really start getting everyone on the line of scrimmage. I'll show you what I mean by like the certain type of look that you're going to be getting that's going to tell you that you want to go to a touch pass. So something like this, right, where they just have everyone on that line of scrimmage basically, and it is kind of overloaded. You know you're about to get yelled at. This is where you're going to want to go to that touch pass, because watch. Right, this is a very hard look to pass against because you're not going to get the time. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the left about 4 or 5 clicks. We're going to go to a jet touch pass. And watching what happens, it's very, very simple. It's very, very easy to see how this is good. It's just going to be a quick little motion over, shovel pass, boom, and now we're able to get out. And this is all because we see the look where everyone is on the line of scrimmage. Once again, I can do it again. We don't ever want to come out in the touch pass. We always want to audible to it, because it's hard for the defense to be able to adjust in time to be able to get their players in the right positions to be able to actually defend this from these very overloaded sets. Once again, boom, looking really good. We get another good 30 yards or something like that. You guys see how this is really good. And the reason this is it's so cool that it's in this playbook is because the Browns have such a good bunch. Like I've been showing you guys, there's a lot of very good bunch plays from Browns. So you have that, plus you have this, which is just no other bunch really has this. And I mean, it's going to be tough to defend. It's going to be very annoying to defend. Alright, I mean, you guys can see how this is going to be very, very frustrating to try to defend. And you do this against any of the blitzes where people are just overloaded on the line of scrimmage. If they have a lot of people on the line of scrimmage, you're going to be able to do this. Now, the next thing that I'm going to show you guys is going to be the fake jet pass power. And I like this when you have a really fast quarterback. So, Wilson's not the best for it. I mean, he's good. He's not the best for it. I'm going to show you guys. It's not going to work great every single time. So right here was a good example of it, where we're actually able to get out. And make sure if you're running with the quarterback, be on conservative or slide. Don't take hits. But basically, this is when they start overcommitting to the touch pass. You're going to be able to run this quarterback power, and it's going to be pretty good. Like I said, it's not great. It's not the best thing in the world, but I mean, you're going to be able to break some runs, no doubt. So I'll show it again right here. So right there, we got caught from behind. Faster quarterback, you're probably out. So, I mean, it's not the best thing in the world, but, I mean, it's not bad by any means. It's definitely not bad. So I'll show it again right here real fast. Here we go. He rides it. So, yeah, right now we're getting caught from behind. It's pretty hit or miss, but it is pretty cool still. But once again, I'll show the touch pass one more time. But I think you guys get a pretty good gist of what I'm doing here. And right here, we're out, and we get a really big gain. I think it's very simple to see, guys. You want to use this against, once again, I'm going to keep saying it because I don't want you guys running against the wrong stuff. You're going to be using this against overload blitzes where everyone's on the line of scrimmage. Right here, we have 7 people on the line of scrimmage. This is a good time to use it. Now, another thing you could do is if you go here and they start going to, say they start going to 3-4 odd and really trying to adjust really fast. Just reset your play. And it's gonna be, this is gonna become basically like a cat and mouse game where it's gonna be really, really hard for them to be able to go back and forth between the two. And that jet touch pass just keeps them so honest. Remember, you always want to run the touch pass to the wide side as well. That is a very, very big thing. You want to have a fast receiver there. DK Metcalf is really good for it, but obviously there's a lot of very good receivers for it. And so yeah, that's really gonna break down the touch passes. This is one of the reasons why I actually like Brown's book so much, and why I'm surprised more people aren't in it just for that touch pass right there to be able to keep the defense honest. So before I ended the sub ebook, I wanted to give you guys a classic. This is going to be an idiot beater, which everyone knows what these are. If you're subbed to my stream, you guys know what these idiot beaters are. We're going to run this against any play. We'll run this to the tight end to the short side. If you guys know my ace slot ebook, you know what this is. This is an idiot beater. You're going to be able to run this a lot, and people are going to have a lot of troubles with it. And it's gonna be out of verticals and trips tight end, and this is gonna be the route combo. So basically, we're out routing our outside receiver. We're gonna hitch the middle. We're gonna curl the inside slot. We're going to keep the tight end on the corner and wheel the running back. And basically, something's gonna be open. You just have to make the read fast enough. A lot of people are gonna struggle to defend this. Right here, we have the halfback. I'm not going to go over a ton of reps with this guy. I think you guys have all seen this many times, especially if you're a sub of mine. You've definitely seen me run this route combo. Maybe not from this set, but from various different sets that are similar. So once again, here we are. Boom. This time we're going to throw our curl. Very easy, guys. This is an idiot beater. I think it's very, very important to have something like this in your offense. Remember, you can always audible to this because it's the same personnel. So we were able to audible from this to bunch, and there's nothing wrong with that. And then we can also go from here to the touch passes. Once again, nothing wrong with that at all. here we are, boom. We have the corner route. Yeah, I don't think I need to go through a whole lot of demonstration with this. We have all seen this a lot from me. There you go. If it's man coverage, you'll still be able to throw the curls. The corner route will still get open on man coverage. It's just one of my favorite route combos, I'm not going to lie. Like, this route combo is really great. I love this route combo. It's just such an easy thing to be able to throw over and over again. And I don't see why you wouldn't add this to your game. So, last one right here, boom. See, get 10 yards, easy, easy, easy. So that is really gonna end it for the sub ebook, guys. It's not super in depth. It's something I kind of came up with. I like it a lot. I think it is really cool. I think the bunch is probably one of the best bunches in the game. You can run it pretty similar to West Coast bunch. And then the touch passes I think are actually like really, really, really cool. I like the idea of the touch passes out of bunch quite a bit. So once again, thank you guys. Make sure you guys hit me up for any questions. Let me know any feedback, whatever. And I look forward to seeing you guys in my next stream.